Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Now, today's video, I'm just going to show you quickly how to reseal and also modify your MP7 TM MP7 mags. I'm not sure if it works for the other ones. I know it definitely works for the Tokyo Marui. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So that is, looking at the front of the mag, you want to push from this side, so from the left side, as you look at the bottom of the mag. You want to push out that way. And that should push out the knurled edges. Let me just get one of these, give it a little tappy. Like so. Then they should just hoik out. Okay, and what I like to do is I like to leave them in the way that I've pulled them out, just so I know that the right side is the knurled edge, which needs to go in that way. So then you just pull it apart, but be very careful when you're pulling it apart, because this spring will come out. So just put that to one side. This is the only piece that you need at the minute. Now you can see it's got this long stem. Now what people have realized is when this is in the mag, it comes up to about halfway, whereas that's just an empty void. So you've got all this air that is just sort of trying to get into this, all the gas. So what you want to do is just shorten this to about the width of a finger. So all I like to do is do that, make a little knot. Okay, and then just cut that all the way around. So I will do that and then I'll cut back once I've sorted that out. Alright, so that's done. Just cut it off there, just about the width of a finger. It doesn't matter if it's a bit lower or just around about a finger width, and it should be good to go. So just make sure you give it a blow, give it a good clean out. If you haven't got a Dremel, by the way, you can use a hacksaw or just any way to cut that, as long as you don't use a pair of grips or something to try and squeeze it shut, because you still need that hole. So that should be good. So now back to the resealing of it. So what you want to do is you want to pull off this O-ring. Let's put that to the side for a second. And then what I like to do is get my gasket. Any gasket sealant will do, but I've just got this instant gasket stuff. Get a bit on the finger and just rub it around the O-ring. As I say, this mag wasn't leaking before, so it's perfectly normal, this mag, and it's not essential that you do this by any means. It was just, as I'm doing one, I thought I may as well do them all, so then they all fail at the same time, as opposed to having one that, you know, fails and then I have to do it again, and I've got all the stuff out, so I may as well just do it. So what I also like to do is shove a load onto where you've just took the O-ring off. So it doesn't have to be clean, it doesn't have to be neat. I just shove a load of splodges all the way around, just to make sure that every bit of that hole is filled. And it gets a bit awkward when you get to the front, because obviously the spring for the mag sits on that little pillar. So what I like to do is put a splodge from above and then just use the back of the thingamajig to sort of put it around, but as long as there's enough on there, that should be good to go. And what you can also do is, if you get your mag on the inside here where the holes are, if you just put some on your finger and just give it a rub around inside of there, just so there's at least some on that inside as well, just like so. It doesn't have to be neat, doesn't have to be clean. You can do it however you wish. So then I just like to do it messy, because I know then it's all going to be covered, you know, it's going to spread out and fill the gaps. So what you want to do is just put your O-ring back on. There we go. Like so. It all squidges and goes all messy, so it's best to have a bit of tissue with you. Okay. Then the difficult bit is trying to get this ruddy spring back in. So you just slide it all the way down to the bottom. Now I found it easiest to put it on your lap and get your Allen key, and as you're pulling the spring down, just pull it down with the Allen key and hold on to it. And when you get to about here, just keep hold of it with the Allen key. You want the front bit here to go to the metal bar, back into the mag, the front little pillar into the spring, and then you just push it all together. I'm going to get the back in, and then just push it down. There you go. So now, just want to keep hold of it. It's not going to spring off, but you're just best to keep hold of it. You want to get your 2 little pins. Now obviously I know that they need to go in now the same way they came out, so that's from the right with the knurled end in your fingertips, and then you want to push it into the mag. Other one at the back, to push down at the back, and then just push that in. There you go. They should be in, and now they won't really line up, but that's where these come in handy. So you just put your grips on one side, make sure it's on the actual little pin, squeeze it, and it should just pop in. So then we want to get the other one. Give that a good squeeze. Now if it's not going, just give it a good push down and try and get it in with your screwdriver. It might be a bit difficult because it's the knurled edges on it, but it's got to try and line up as well as doing that, so it does make it kind of difficult. But you just want to get the grips, give it a good squeeze as you're pushing down. There we go. That's the back one. Give it a good push down, get your grips around it, and then boom, that's in. Now what you want to do, that's all sorted, back to normal. If you want to clean around these pins at the bottom here, you can do it. I just leave mine just so it's a bit of extra sealant, and I'm not really too bothered how it looks. So that's your completed mag, all modded. That's your piece of metal that you've just cut off. So I've got 2 because I've just done 2 mags, and yeah, just stick them in the bin. And with this, with mine, it says it cures within like a few minutes, but really I'm going to leave this 24 hours, and then what I'm going to do is put some gas in it and make sure it holds the gas, and then if it's holding gas, a full tank of gas, then I know it's good to go. But as I say, I did these 2 yesterday. They're completely full of gas, and they have been for a while now. No air leaks or anything, so it really does work, and it doesn't take too long at all. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys soon. Bye.